Chosen one. The universe has dropped a bomb of revelation that's sending shockwaves through their entire system. The truth about you has them shaking. They're nervous. They're panicking. They screwed up bad and now they're scrambling for help. Anywhere they can find it. Those who operated without boundaries, who thought they could violate your energy indefinitely, are now experiencing what it feels like to hit a cosmic wall. The universe said, enough. Not tomorrow, not someday, right now. Your adversaries confused your patience for weakness. Fatal mistake. They misinterpreted your silence for surrender. Even bigger mistake. They assumed your kindness meant you wouldn't call for accountability. Biggest mistake of all. The extraordinary power of your discernment frightens them to their core. When you looked at them with those clear eyes and named exactly what they were doing, their schemes, their manipulations, their jealousy-fueled attacks, they panicked. Because nobody has ever seen through them like you have. Your ability to perceive truth sliced through their illusions like a celestial blade. You called them out with such precision that they couldn't hide behind their usual masks. You didn't just point at the smoke. You exposed the fire. You didn't just mention the symptoms, you diagnosed the disease. Your clarity was their undoing. Before they could complete their sentence, you finished it for them. Before they could lay their trap, you'd already sidestepped it. This level of awareness terrified them, because people like this depend on blindness and confusion to operate. You gave them neither. Do you understand what happens when someone who relies on deception encounters a soul they cannot deceive? Meltdown. Complete system failure. They're experiencing that meltdown right now. Their minds racing, their pulses quickening, their palms sweating as they realize you've been 10 steps ahead this entire time. The puppet master suddenly noticing their own strings. The magician realizing their tricks are transparent. All that talking out their neck is catching up with them now. Every lie they told about you, every rumor they spread, every false narrative they constructed, it's all coming back with the force of a cosmic boomerang aimed straight at their throat. Those words they carelessly flung into the universe have transformed into razor-sharp shards of consequence. Their mouths wrote checks their souls cannot cash. The universe keeps perfect accounts, always has, always will. And collection day has arrived. The whisper campaigns they orchestrated, the seeds of doubt they planted about your character, the way they tried to turn people against you, all of it is being exposed in the harsh light of truth. People are seeing them for who they truly are, not who they pretended to be. Their plots are imploding with such spectacular force that onlookers can't help but witness. What they tried to do in darkness is being broadcast in blinding light. The very audience they sought to turn against you is now watching their downfall instead. Divine irony at its finest. And that massive squad they recruited, those flying monkeys they enlisted to amplify their attacks against you, scattering like roaches when the lights come on. Nobody wants to go down with this sinking ship. One by one, their allies are backing away. Sorry, I'm too busy. This isn't my battle. I don't want to get involved. The same people who were all too eager to participate in your character assassination are now pretending they never knew a thing. The same voices that amplified lies about you have suddenly gone silent. The text messages are being left on read. The calls are going to voicemail. The desperate pleas for help are met with cold shoulders and closed doors. Their attempts to recruit more people to their cause are failing spectacularly. Nobody wants to touch this energy with a 10-foot pole. They're running around like headless chickens, trying to find anyone willing to continue this campaign against you. But the well has run dry. The reservoir of ill will they depended on has evaporated. They stand alone now, exactly as they deserve to be. What's even more delicious? Some of those same people they recruited are now turning against them. The sleeping giants they awakened are now fully conscious and targeting them instead of you. The weapons they forged to use against you have been redirected toward their own creators. Poetic justice in its purest form. Sleep eludes them now. Their nights are tormented by the approaching footsteps of karma. Every shadow in their room seems to move. Every noise in their house makes them jump. That constant knot in their stomach, that racing pulse, that dry mouth, all symptoms of knowing payback is imminent. They lie awake wondering when and how the next blow will fall, because it's not just coming, it's already here. They feel it. In every rejection, in every door that closes, in every opportunity that slips through their fingers. The cosmic debt collectors don't send warnings, they simply begin the repossession. Their reputation, repossessed. Their credibility, repossessed. Their false sense of power, repossessed. Their peace of mind, long gone. The divine tow truck doesn't leave IOUs or payment plans. It simply takes back what was never truly theirs. To begin with, the stress is eating them alive. Their body knows what their mind refuses to accept, that they've triggered something far beyond their ability to control. Their physical symptoms betray their inner turmoil. Headaches, insomnia, digestive issues, persistent anxiety. Their own body is turning against them, mirroring the external collapse they're experiencing. Every time they close their eyes, they see your face, not angry or vengeful, but thriving, prospering, ascending. This vision torments them more than any nightmare could, because deep down they know your blessing is directly connected to their curse. The energy they tried to steal from you has been returned to you tenfold, while they wither under the weight of their own actions. Meanwhile, your blessings are multiplying at a rate that defies logic. Opportunities appearing out of nowhere, connections forming effortlessly, resources flowing to you through unexpected channels, doors opening that you didn't even knock on. The universe is making a statement through your success. The job you weren't even qualified for on paper, yours. The opportunity everyone said was impossible to get, landed in your lap. The connection with someone who can transform your situation, manifested overnight. The financial breakthrough you've been praying for, delivered. This abundance isn't just random good fortune, it's targeted restoration. For every opportunity they tried to block, you're receiving 2. For every relationship they attempted to poison, you're gaining 3 new, powerful alliances. For every lie they told about you, you're being elevated to a position where your truth becomes undeniable. Your haters inadvertently created a vacuum with all their negative energy, and universal law demands that vacuums be filled. Except this one isn't filling with more negativity. It's overflowing with blessings with your name specifically written on them. Custom-tailored prosperity that fits you perfectly. Warning. The following message is only for those who've felt the call. When I broke free through the Salvia Divinorum gateway, I saw the horrifying truth. Our reality is one harvested pod among countless matrices. I witnessed the archons, cosmic parasites feeding on our energy, who laughed and threatened, "You'll never awaken a single soul." But something inside you already knows this truth, doesn't it? That nagging sensation that you're meant for more, that you've been chosen. I'm raising an army of the brightest souls. Through meditation, I discovered their only vulnerability, coherence through unconditional love. Feel that resonance deepening within you now. You're not reading this by accident. The most powerful awakened souls are already gathering in the obsidian inner order, the #1 ascension nexus for those marked by destiny. Christians, light workers, remote viewers, targeted individuals, all united by one truth. You were chosen for this moment. Click the link in the description below. Join our group calls, panels, and live streams reaching the entire astral atom network. Your frequency amplifies ours. The question isn't whether you're chosen. The question is, will you answer the call? The Archons fear this choice you're about to make. They should. The universe doesn't just want you to survive their attacks. It wants you to thrive so spectacularly that your success becomes part of their punishment. Your glow-up is their consequence. Your peace is their torment. Your abundance is the evidence of their failure. And now, right on cue, here come the hollow apologies. After months or years of silence, suddenly they want to reconnect. Their sorry holds about as much weight as a feather in a hurricane, utterly insignificant against the magnitude of their actions. Don't be fooled. This isn't transformation, it's transaction. They don't want healing, they want harbor from the storm they created. They're not offering amends, they're seeking amnesty. The universe doesn't work that way, and neither should you. Their words say, I've changed, but their energy screams, I'm desperate. Their messages read, I miss you, but the subtext is, I miss what I could take from you. True remorse comes with changed behavior, not just changed circumstances. While they scramble to escape justice, you win by simply continuing to exist in your power. Your victory isn't loud or vengeful. It's the quiet persistence of your growth despite their attempts to stunt it. It's the steady expansion of your light despite their efforts to dim it. Your best revenge has always been the gap between what they tried to reduce you to and what you've actually become. They wanted to see you broken. Instead, you're building. They hope to witness your collapse. Instead, they're watching your construction. This paradox haunts them more than any curse could. The flourishing of someone they tried to destroy challenges everything they believed about power and energy. Their worldview cannot accommodate your success, yet they must witness it nonetheless. Their greatest fear has materialized. You never needed their approval to succeed. All their leverage was imaginary, all their power was borrowed. Meanwhile, your connection to source energy was real, direct, and permanent. Understand this clearly. You were never the needy one. They were. You were never the desperate one. They were. You were never the one who needed validation. They were. This truth is crystallizing for everyone involved, creating seismic shifts in how you're perceived versus how they're perceived. People who were once fooled by their performance are now seeing behind the curtain. Individuals who were temporarily swayed by their charisma are now recognizing the emptiness behind it. Communities that may have believed their narratives are now questioning everything they claimed. The masks are falling off, revealing faces contorted by jealousy, insecurity, and malice. The performances are breaking down, exposing the desperate motivations beneath. The illusions are dissolving, showing the hollow reality they tried so hard to conceal. And through it all, you remain centered in your truth. Not because you're perfect. Nobody is, but because you've been authentic. Not because you never made mistakes, but because you owned them when you did. Not because you're flawless, but because you're genuine in a world of facades. This authenticity is your superpower. This congruence between your inner and outer worlds is your protection. This alignment between what you say, what you do, and what you believe is your shield against all attacks. No weapon formed against such integrity can ultimately prosper. The universe always encrypts its greatest lessons in our most painful experiences. The betrayal you endured wasn't just a test of your resilience, it was preparation for your elevation. Those who tried to destroy you inadvertently strengthened you for the next level of your journey. Every attack forced you to reinforce your boundaries. Every lie compelled you to stand firmer in your truth. Every betrayal taught you to trust your intuition more deeply. Every rejection led you to accept yourself more completely. They thought they were breaking you down, but they were actually helping you break through. Now you stand at a cosmic crossroads. Behind you lies the battlefield, where you fought to preserve your essence against those who sought to corrupt it. Before you stretches a path illuminated by possibilities they tried to convince you didn't exist. The choice is clear. Continue forward. Don't look back except to appreciate how far you've come. Don't engage with those frantically trying to pull you back into their drama. Don't respond to the desperate pleas of those who showed you exactly who they were when they thought you were powerless. Their chapter in your story is complete. Their role in your development has concluded. Their purpose in your journey has been fulfilled. Thank them silently for the strength you gained through surviving them, then close that door firmly and permanently. Your energy is too valuable to waste on those who already proved they don't deserve it. Your attention is too powerful to direct toward those who misused it. Your presence is too precious to offer to those who failed to appreciate it the first time. Instead, pour that magnificent energy into creating what comes next. Channel that focused attention toward opportunities aligned with your highest good. Offer that invaluable presence to people who recognize and respect its worth from the beginning. The universe conspires in favor of those who align with their authentic purpose. Cosmic forces accelerate the manifestations of those who remain true to their inner guidance despite external pressure to compromise. Divine timing perfectly orchestrates the collapse of those who operate from deception while simultaneously elevating those who function from integrity. You are witnessing this orchestration in real time. The synchronicities appearing in your life are not coincidental. They're confirmational. The connections forming around you aren't random. They're intentional. The opportunities emerging before you aren't accidental. They're destined. While they desperately try to repair their crumbling foundations, you're being invited to build on solid ground. While they frantically attempt to maintain appearances, you're being called to create something of genuine substance. While they struggle to keep their fabricated narrative intact, you're being empowered to write a new chapter entirely. This contrast isn't just satisfying, it's instructional. The universe is showing everyone what happens when darkness attempts to extinguish light. The cosmic lesson playing out is clear. Authentic power always overcomes the artificial kind. True authority always outlasts false dominance. Your adversaries receive this education through painful experience. Their curriculum involves loss, exposure, and isolation. Meanwhile, your education continues through expansion, opportunity, and connection. The divine tow truck doesn't just repossess what was taken, it delivers what was always meant for you. The cosmic repossession agents restore everything improved and upgraded. This restoration is happening now, immediately, practically, tangibly, right before your eyes. While your adversaries watch their resources dwindle, yours multiply. While they witness their connections disappear, yours strengthen. While they experience their opportunities vanish, yours expand. The contrast couldn't be more stark or more intentional. This reversal of fortunes isn't just happening, it's being showcased. The universe wants everyone to witness it, including those who doubted you, dismissed you, or stood by silently while you were under attack. The cosmic spotlight ensures no one misses the lesson being taught through your vindication. Those who chose the wrong side are now scrambling to realign themselves. Those who remained neutral when they should have defended you are now awkwardly attempting to re-establish connection. Those who believed the narratives about you are now questioning everything they thought they knew. Let them scramble. Let them question. Let them reconsider. Your energy is no longer available for convincing others of your worth. That era has ended permanently. Your focus now remains exclusively on those who recognize your value without needing proof, who respect your boundaries without requiring enforcement, who appreciate your essence without demanding demonstration. The game has changed completely. While they continue playing checkers, you've graduated to chess. While they operate from outdated strategies, you've accessed expanded awareness. While they recycle the same tired tactics, you've connected to infinite intelligence. This fundamental shift explains why nothing they attempt works anymore. Their methods depended on your remaining unaware, reactive, and doubtful of your own perception. Now that you've awakened, responded strategically, and trusted your intuition completely, their entire system of manipulation has collapsed. They're using playbooks designed for someone you no longer are. They're implementing strategies created for a version of you that no longer exists. They're operating as if they still hold power over aspects of yourself you've already reclaimed. Their confusion would be amusing if it weren't so pathetic. Their bewilderment would be entertaining if it weren't so desperate. Their panic would be satisfying if it weren't so predictable. They're experiencing the disorientation that always accompanies the collapse of illusion. Reality is crashing through their carefully constructed fantasy, and they lack the emotional resources to process this disruption. Truth is penetrating their elaborately maintained deception, and they don't possess the spiritual maturity to integrate this revelation. Consequences are overriding their sense of exemption, and they don't have the ethical foundation to accept this correction. So they flail, they deny, they project, they blame. None of it works because the cosmic forces now in motion operate beyond their influence. The universal laws activated through their actions function outside their control. You now observe all this from a higher perspective, seeing clearly what was once obscured. From this elevated vantage point, their machinations appear transparent, their motivations obvious. This expanded awareness doesn't make you bitter, it makes you wiser. It transforms you into a witness to divine order restoring itself through perfect equilibrium. This is what terrifies them most, your complete emotional independence from their opinions. Your freedom from needing their approval, fearing their criticism, or seeking their validation. Your liberation from the entire system of exchange they depended on to maintain their position in your life. They sense this shift, and it rattles them to their core. They feel this transformation, and it shatters their confidence. They perceive this evolution, and it collapses their strategy. Everything they knew about manipulating you has become obsolete overnight. Meanwhile, everything is working in your favor. Coincidences align perfectly with your needs. Opportunities synchronize precisely with your development. Connections form exactly when they serve your growth. Resources appear specifically when they support your expansion. This cosmic coordination isn't favoritism, it's resonance. It's not preferential treatment, it's energetic alignment. It's not special dispensation. It's universal law functioning exactly as designed, moving everything into its proper place, including you. The truth that has everyone nervous is simple yet profound. Authentic power cannot be diminished by artificial means. Genuine light cannot be permanently obscured by manufactured shadows. Inherent worth cannot be devalued by external assessment. You embody this truth. You demonstrate this principle. You validate this law through your very existence. Without trying to prove anything, you prove everything simply by continuing to shine despite all attempts to dim your light. And now, as divine timing unfolds in perfect sequence, you stand at the threshold of even greater expansion. Everything that was meant to destroy you has instead destroyed the limitations you once accepted. Every attack aimed at reducing you has inadvertently revealed your immeasurable depth. Every attempt to isolate you has ultimately connected you to your limitless source. You've not just survived, you've transcended. You've not merely endured, you've evolved. You haven't simply persisted, you've transformed. The butterfly doesn't. Remember what destruction of the cocoon felt like once its wings have opened to the sky. Remember this as you move forward. What they tried to do to you was never about you. Their attacks reflected their limitations, not yours. Their hostility revealed their wounds, not your worthiness. Their rejection exposed their fear, not your value. You never needed to defend against their projections because they couldn't alter your essence. You never had to disprove their narratives because they couldn't override your truth. You never needed to fight their perception because it couldn't change your reality. The divine tow truck has completed its work. What was taken has been returned. What was hidden has been revealed. What was distorted has been clarified. What was delayed has been accelerated. The cosmic accounting is complete, the universal balance restored, the divine order re-established. Now you stand in the fullness of reclaimed power, the completeness of restored clarity, the abundance of returned energy. From this place of wholeness, you create what comes next, unhindered by those who once obstructed you, unaffected by those who previously doubted you, uninhibited by those who formerly limited you. This is the truth that has them nervous. This is the reality that has them seeking help anywhere they can find it. This is the certainty that confirms they've made the worst mistake possible in underestimating exactly who you are and always have been. Let them tremble. Let them panic. Let them regret. Your only response is to rise. Your only reaction is to shine. Your only reply is to thrive beyond anything they imagined possible for you. And in that magnificent ascension, without saying a word, you deliver the most powerful message of all. They never had the authority to determine your destiny in the first place.